Okay, and welcome back, YouTube. We're picking up where I left off last time in Factorio Space Age, where I was going to start building ourselves a new smelter array. But instead of using these old pollution-generating steel furnaces, I was going to make it using robots and electric furnaces. So we got electric furnaces already in the system, I think. Unless I screwed up. And I'm now realizing... No, I didn't screw up. Did do the thing. Let's see if I can find them. At the end of the day, I don't need to know where they are. I just need to know that they're there. Yeah, so they're there. I limited them to 50. That might give the robots a little bit of a problem in a bit, but... Okay, so the electrical power cables are out. One of the problems we need to do if we want this to work right, is I need to make sure there's actually a roboport over there. Oh, this isn't going to work. It isn't going to work with no roboport. Let's grab ourselves a bunch of reds. So we can afford to build this. And then steel should be pretty easy to grab. And then gears. Alright, so obviously I want to do this left of the roboport itself. Then we'll need some space to its left to toss on the metal once it comes out. Then furnace inserter, furnace. Okay, that'll work. We stole the power, so it's not technically going to work until that's done, but that's fine. Then that should be, all things being true, a just copy and pastable design. So I can go ahead and bring up copy. And hit copy like that. Cool. And then we just plop that down there. And I'll have to do a little bit of modifications to the top and the bottom, but that should work. And I want the blueprints. Blueprint is made. There we go. Now we need to sort out alignment. Okay, so we're a little bit off of alignment, but that's easy to fix. I use this as a replacement for electric furnaces, so I can place it there for the moment. On our taskbar. We say, delete those, please. Probably delete those. Hopefully, construction robot will deliver them before the the roboport loses all its power. Now, these initially are going to have the same throughput as the steel ones, so I'm still going to need 12 aside. 2, 4, 6, yeah, 12 aside. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, I won't need to do the red down the middle like I did on this one, because I'm not having to run the ore halfway, or down half a side. I can run the ore down a whole side. Using the inserter so they can actually do what I've requested of them. I need to go steal iron from somewhere, which is easy enough to do. Just run over here and grab some iron. You need iron? Yes, you also need iron. A few of those in the system for better construction. In fact, I say later construction for immediate next construction, because that's what I'm going to work on next. Is I'm going to put the splitter array in that I was thinking of. Oh, actually, what I can also toss in here is I got some robots. So that my system can go repair my poor car. And there we go. That should be a functional lane balancer. I'll wait until this is complete, and that will become my new furnace setup. And it's just plug and play, tell it to go, and it'll make it. Once again, we're waiting for construction robots to do our construction jobs. Toss more in the network. There we go. So once the robots get around to doing all that, which may take a while. There's a robot shortage after all. We'll have the new bus, new balanced 4-lane bus, will have one lane of iron going into it, which won't be enough, but it's a start. That's what it is. It's a start. The next thing to contemplate building is I'm going to be wanting to build all my... everything... Basically, I'm going to start rebuilding the bus over here. With better spacing, so I'm more able to get into the report. Are you one off? Hopefully it's just the one that's one off. Otherwise that's gonna get OCD annoying real quick. I just have to go, well, it'll be something where I'll have to go back and fix everything, and that'll be annoying in its own way. Yeah, so it wasn't quite right. I got one lane of power poles. That'll work. Probably actually too many power poles, to be fair. I got probably more in there than I need. Don't need every other one on this side. And same down the middle. I don't need half the ones in the middle. Whoops, I just had to grab all the inserters too. Well, that's easy enough to fix. There we go. Now that once that's set up, that'll be working better. Well, do I have any more passive writers in the network? No, I should build some of those before I start requesting them. Okay, so I'm going to want a dedicated machine to just making transport belt. One iron plate, one gear wheel, off of what's going to first be a blue assembly machine. We may be able to get a little bit more off of this row because it's going to be one assembly machine like this. It will probably want blue inserters, so let's assume it will need blue inserters. Which actually means I need to put some blue inserters in the network because we don't have those queued to be made yet. Which reminds me, I should grab more iron plate so we can make more of this sort of stuff. At some point, we'll get this automated in the network, so robots will just be able to pick up from assembled places on the bus, but for the moment, this is being done by hand. The moment I'm going to go ahead and borrow from the old gear assembly to make this work. You make transport belt. I need to... I'm gonna have to learn how to get rid of ghosts at some point. Get the ghosts off my... Oh, that's probably the best way to do it. Okay. Let's click something in the taskbar. And set it up so we can build... actually, we're going to want quite a bit of yellow belt. I like using yellow belt for very basic early stuff, so we'll do 2 tabs of that. Next thing will be underground belt, which, well, it does take a lot of transport belt, so it's probably not a good idea to just directly split off of the old first one. So we'll probably do something like that. So you will be the underground. You'll both be the inputs for belt. So this is technically makes 2 every half, so it makes 4. This takes 5 every 1. So one's 4 every 1, this is 5 every 1, so I need more than 1 to make it work. 2's overkill, but overkill is the way I play certain games. That way I don't need to worry as much about inputs. Or worry as much about getting the inputs right. Oops. And this I will need less of, so only make me 1 tab of undergrounds. Now this one's going to need a special input. Which we'll also go ahead and bring in pretty similar to how we brought last one, but we'll bring in the back side instead of the front side. Well, bottom side instead of the front side. This will be splitters. Requires green. We finished space science. What? How? We're not doing space science yet. You're not making space science. Oh, it's, first ore capture, not first space science, is it? Production of item space. Yeah, I haven't made any of you. Oh no, it allows the production of that. Requires that I have built the asteroid collector. Okay, so set the asteroid collector up. It's captured a thing, so this is acquired and has completed. And this is giving me stuff, like logistics system that I can pick up. In theory, I now have all the products for this. Yeah, in theory, I have all the products for this. let's go ahead and build a landing pad so I can actually get the space science to drop. Bunch of concrete. So the concrete's going to be the bit I need to go grab. Because that's not on the bus. And I haven't queued that up for manipulation yet. So apparently, bonus, if you didn't realize it was coming, is we're doing space science this episode. We're not really making a good deployment of space science, but apparently we're getting space science now. Space, the final frontier, has come to us. Way more concrete than I need. Thing taking forever to build. Oh, that's most things these days, so most things worth building are expensive to build, time-wise. Oh, I need to put recipe on these. And variety left. Variety left. Input variety, right. That way, unless it's backed up, it stays on the thing to get processed. Oh, and that needs to be iron plate, because of course that has to be iron plate. That's easy enough to fix. I just need to make the platform wider. Alright, so in theory, I've got in the network everything I need for that to work. So it should just get shipped at some point up here. We got plenty of power. This should start running when this all gets up here. If it all gets up here. The inserter wasn't fast enough. It's going around in circles. We can fix that. There we go. And now we have ice. All we're waiting on is iron, which requires the electric furnace to get shipped up here. And then in a bit, we can see if the science is actually working. While we're waiting for that to happen, we should queue up more science that doesn't require space science. It does not look like I am lucky enough to have more bot speed. Probably what I would want to do. Yeah, substations. Probably be a good thing to pick up, so we'll pick up a substation. Oh, there's the ones. Do I have utility? I think. Well, I can see it here in the screenshot. Red, green, blue, not orange. I do not have orange by the looks of it, so we don't have that color. So that is not a tech we can do. Okay. So we've done as much of the robots as we can do without setting up another science, which we're not doing today. We do elevated rail, but that looks reasonably expensive, so we're not going to be using that right away, even if we do research it right now. Oh, we should definitely do accumulators at some point. At some point soon. Bulk inserters, probably. Do the cheap ones. I say cheap, and some of these are reasonably expensive, but... Wait, at some point... Well, actually, 7 again goes back to being, having a non-bulk inserter upgrade. But we're not going to go all the way up to 7, so we'll do up to 4. Actually, let's stop on 3 and stop on 2. 2 is the one with the bulk inserter upgrade, and the non-bulk inserter upgrade. Oh, I have a bunch of greens to hand out. Actually, thinking about it, if I got a bunch of greens to hand out, let's go shove this in the new furnace array, where the new furnace array drinks all my power. If it's running, it probably is drinking all my power, but it's not currently running. I'd like to have some power. There we go. I'll save a little bit of power. I can shove some in here while we're thinking about it. Or I'm thinking about it. You might not be thinking about it. Well, for a while, during the day, we had actually had the steam engines not make any power. I don't know for how long that was, but we had it happening for a while. That would happen more if I had more solar panels set up. Which is something I can have the bots do when I set my mind to that. So that is something I do, is I can come down here and I can do a different copy of my solar panel setup. And as bots come available, they'll start dropping off solar panels and increasing the size of the network. Aha, well that is a good sign. If there's no solar panels in the network, then I set up more solar panels, and they can be patient and wait for more. Similar to before, this is gonna come up from below, or gonna bring over the green circuits from the old setup. Okay, and with that, we'll have normal belts, normal undergrounds, and normal splitters in the network. I suppose next would be to do their red compatriots, followed by the blues. We can have all the inserters on one row for the bots to do what the bots want to do with them. So for red, we basically need half a set of yellow. Though, yeah, half a set of yellow. So I can. Okay, so that offers some interesting choices, right? So I can do. Actually, gonna do the red a little bit weird because I'm gonna do the red and the blue off of one factory. So we're gonna grab factory. So that'll be the red. That'll be the yellow that feeds it. That'll be red that feeds the blue. What does the red need again? Slides also need steer wheels. You need a lot of gear wheels. Yeah, but this, other than the lubricant, this doesn't require anything really special. We do have lubricant on the bus. That should actually be really easy to flip over. You're gonna have to adjust that pipe probably multiple times, but that'll be it. At the moment, that can happily Swiss cheese, and I'll have to deal with it later. I'm short 26 undergrounds. So let's actually tell it, hey, bring me pipe. I know pipe's in the network. Bring me a stack of pipe. And I'll hand make the undergrounds. Robots do the robot magic, please. Yeah, we now have red in the system. Undergrounds will be pretty similar, actually, other than... Yeah, the undergrounds will be pretty similar. Where this outputs 2, this takes 2, but it does half the time, so I can do one of these actually powers 2 of these, which powers one of those, so I can get all my types like that. And then the splitters will be probably the hard one. No, the splitters are going to run the same sort of logic. They're just going to take... oh, they're going to be the first one to take something weird, like red. Yeah, and they're going to be the one that requires the red circuits, so I'm going to have to put some red circuits on the belt if I'm going to put them on. I might just shy away from express splitters then, for the moment. Or maybe I'll set them up, but I won't feed the red in. I'll have an empty belt that I won't do anything with. Coming down here to feed red. Yeah, that'll probably be what happens. I'll have an empty belt that come in and feed red. Never been brought my pipe. Ah, the thing missing is not pipe. It is the iron with which to make the pipe into underground pipe. There we go. Quest gone, because the robots are on their way to deliver my supplies. Oh, no, that's more complicated. Never mind. Let's delete that. Do a little bit more complicated than that. And it's a little more complicated than that because I need to make these out of these, which adds a complicating layer. Adds a complicating layer. Maybe not complicating enough to stop something similar to copy and paste like that, but a complication nonetheless. Right, because I'm running 2 to 1. And that 1 will be enough to power 2, but that means I need to do some finagling. To make all the spacings work. Anyway, that should do what I wanted to do. It's a bit of a mess, but that's fine. What happened to my gears? The answer is there isn't enough. And there isn't enough because there isn't enough iron. Because for the first time in a while, you're actually using more iron than you have on that bus. Okay. How do I want to supplement that? It shouldn't be that hard to supplement by using the robots to fix it this way. This is a very janky using the new setup to feed the old setup because the old setup doesn't have enough throughput problem. I'm out of blues because I have not automated blues and I've been manually making them all for this setup. Okay. Nope, found those as well. Been manually making those, so I'll have to throw those in myself. And we're getting sort of a little closer than I probably want to the stone deposit, but that'll probably be fine. And I can probably do a pretty similar setup here for the express splitters, the splitter setup. So, difference there will be we do 1, 2, 1, 2. We only do 1 across the way. Which also means we only need tiny underground like that. Inserters need green. Does red need green? Red also needs green. You're the weird one that wants blue. Or wants red. Rest want green. Oops. Yeah, the blue one here won't work until I feed it red, which I'm not going to do for a while. So I suppose I can just do the drag over. It's going to come from the bus over there at some point. And or I'll spaghetti a factory in here somehow. Hopefully not spaghetti the factory in here, that would be a mess. Okay. Oh, because the power pole hasn't arrived. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so bandaging in the iron has fixed the gear problem for a bit, which means we got these running, which means we basically have all the belt bits that I need. You're at a network. Okay, so I need one more report set up. This is not going to go on the stone. I'm going to offset it a bit. So this is going to break. This is going to break symmetry. If I'm breaking symmetry, I'm supposed to drag it in there. That'll work. Because at some point I will want to mine stone, maybe. Maybe. Okay, I think it's complaining about being out of solar panels, which is fine. This means I can probably stop queuing for a bit. Yeah. How's the power looking? Okay, we're not burning through. We're not using all our nighttime production yet, so that's good to see. Let's do some more. That's something I can also do, I think, from control up here. Yeah. And the new stuff, go ahead and... This is all blue, so go ahead and just drop energy efficiency in it when it's available. Keep the power requirements down. And then I can go around getting the ferry on places that I want to be. Which at some point will mean they'll also start bringing it back to me. This should help keep our power consumption within reasonable limits while I'm trying to build up the base. And look at the time, this is probably the point where I should be putting the break for YouTube. I've been trying to keep these under an hour long. So, with everything going the way it is, we basically got all of Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 splitters set up on the new mall area so that the bots can easily get in and out and pick them up for building things. Next would basically be to do the same, except instead of belts, it will be inserters. So it'll be inserter yellow, red, blue, and I'll probably try to... Well, I'll set up green like I did the blue splitters here. In fact, I might mirror this and just have it backed up on the red line here. Well, it won't, that won't necessarily be flipping, right? That'll be a normal direction, I suppose. Might fork the red line here to use for the green, but this dummy empty line here is basically going to be red in the future. And this one and green will use it probably, but that will be in the next episode. Next episode, I'll have the bots start assembling inserters so that they have their own personal supply of inserters. And then maybe I'll do red science on the new bus so I can tear out the old one. Start to pack up the old one a bit. Which will result in a little bit of spaghetti of getting that back across the bus, but that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We have complaints. We have a solar panel shortage, and that's what they're complaining about. Oh, solar panel, and obviously we don't have enough greens in the circuit, in the network, right? There's 11 short for what I've queued up. That's fine. It is daytime. We're pulling probably pure solar power during the daytime. And we finished the technology. Onto the last. This will be the throughput of all the non-bulk inserters in this one. I have no idea what I want to queue up next. Probably quality modules will get queued at some point. I don't think I'm going to do quality stuff until there's like a recycler. And I'll probably set it up to recycle stuff back when I'm going to start fishing for quality stuff. And probably one of the first things like quality, obviously, is quality modules themselves, but then also our solar panels will probably try to get qualityed. Yeah, so before I get engrossed in what I'm going to do next, this is where I'm going to go ahead and put the cut for YouTube and end the stream. So if you've been watching it on Twitch, I hope you've been enjoying it. If you've been watching it on YouTube, I hope you've been enjoying it as well. There'll be another part up. Well, I was about to say there's going to be another part up tomorrow, but there almost certainly isn't going to be another part up tomorrow because I'm going to have to record it, and I don't know when I'm going to record at this point. There'll be a delay between this episode and the next recording. Because right now this is the one that's on the back burner. Not being prioritized. So, if you want to see more of this content, obviously if you want to watch it on Twitch, follow on Twitch. If you want to watch on YouTube, probably subscribe to the channel, or at least remember to check in on the channel every once in a while. Until the next part, hope you've all been enjoying. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Before I forget, I should save the game. Save the game. Okay, actually bye this time. Bye.